Have you ever wondered what is the difference between Stampin' Up's suites and bundles, or what do they have in common? Well, welcome back to my channel, Claudia Henderson Creations. I'm Claudia, and in today's video, I would like to explain to you a little bit the difference between a bundle and a suite, and what they have in common, and what to look out for when you're ordering them. So there are a couple things you might not be aware of, so make sure to stay tuned. And I also have a little special extra announcement at the end of the video, so hang in there. All right, let me turn the camera around and let's get going. So let's have a look at the annual catalog from Stampin' Up and determine what is the difference between bundles and suites, and let's see if they have anything in common. So let's get started with the bundles first. So on page 57 following, you will see a whole bunch of different bundles, and it doesn't really matter, so there are quite a few here. A bundle normally consists of a stem set and a matching die. And that could be a standalone die, that could be a die that matches some of the images in the stem set. It all depends on the set. And you will recognize these bundles in the catalog when they have this little tag here that says 10%. So what happens if you order these two together, stamp and die, you get a 10% discount. But you have to make sure that when it says here bundle, there is a specific number you have to use, which contains both sets. And you can tell by there's the number, there's the original price, there's the discounted price, and then it tells you what is in the stem set, in the bundle. So it's a stem set and a die in this case. So these two together, you get a 10% discount. The same thing here. And when you start looking at the bundles from the beginning, sometimes they have an even extra element in the bundle. So like in this case here, you have your stamp, you have your dies, and then they also add what Stampin' Up calls a mask, or we used to call stencils. So this is a bundle of 3 items, and you can tell here there's the number, there's the original price, the discounted price, stem set, decorative mask, and dies. So 3 things together is a bundle in this case, and it's called Layers of Beauty, 10%. So every time you look in the catalog, and like I said, it starts at page 57, you will see the 10% tags, and that means there is a bundle involved. Now, you just want to read carefully, because some of the numbers, they will tell you, like this one here says stamp and dies, and then it says stamp and punch. So there are 2 different options in this case. You can have the stamp set with a punch, or you can have the stamp set with a dies. The same on this side. So just be aware when you read it, make sure what is included. So these are the regular ones, and you can just continue to see the different bundles in the catalog. And this is all the way till page 73. Now on 73, for example, this is a stem set, and you have dies and a coordinating hybrid embossing folder. So this bundle has an extra piece in it, and the reason is this hybrid embossing folder comes with the dies. So this is a set in itself, and it's really special because you put the die for the cent dollars in here with the embossing folder and your paper, run it through the machine, and it does both. It embosses and it cuts at the same time. So this set, same thing here. You can see there's a number, the price, stamp set, and hybrid embossing folder, which includes the dies in this case. So just make sure when you look through the catalog, 10%, this is where you can save. Now you might say, well, Claudia, but when I go on, I actually can find just stamp sets and dies individually here. What's up with that? They're not a bundle? No, they're not, and that's why they're called Encore. These are usually sets that are sets that rolled over from the previous catalogs, from specials or anything, and they no longer have a bundle for these. So these can be ordered on separately, and you can order the stem set now and get the dies later, or maybe you already have the stem set and you just need the dies, so that doesn't matter. You can order them individually. Just make sure the bundle will always tell you up here, and the individual ones you just order individually. There's also one exception. So if you hop online and go to my website, and you will see, and I will link it in here in the picture in a second, you will see that there is, if you go to the shop products and you look at online exclusives, you will find a whole bunch of bundles and suites from Stampin' Up! There that you do not find in the catalog. And the reason being, these are special releases between the early mini catalog, January till I think it's April, and then the annual catalog, and then there is a mini catalog coming at the end of the year. In between those, they release separate paper packs, paper collections, suites and bundles, and they can only be found online. So make sure to check this out. I will have the picture up here so you can find it in the store easier. All right, now let's go to the suites. So what do we have with the suites here? Well, the suites is a bigger collection of items. Let's put it that way. So the suite includes a bundle. So this is your bundle, for example, Stamp and Dies. And again, we will get to 10%, and you can read this down here in the catalog. This is the one that is discounted. Everything else in that suite, in that collection, is regular priced. So the only exception is this bundle here, which means when you punch in this number, you can get the entire set with one swoop without having to go individually and, you know, pick and choose what you want. The only problem is if one of these items, let's say these ones are sold out currently, they will be back later in the year, but not right now. So what that does is this number here, when you punch this in and you want to see it online, it will tell you that this is no longer available or is currently not available. But if you look individually, you will find that, wait a second, this bundle is still available. The paper is still available. So why is this one up? Well, because there's one item missing. And that's something you should just keep in mind if you're looking for a specific suite, that as long as you get the bundle, you get your discount. Make sure you order those two together, because otherwise you don't get the discount. And if one of them is missing, well, you might want to wait until that part is coming back so you can get the bundle. Everything else you can order at any time. It is the same price. It doesn't matter. So if this is gone, you can still get the paper, can get your dies and your stamp set, and you just have to wait for the embellishments. So this is just one of the suites, and it's got 12 by 12 paper in there. And that is another thing you want to make sure if you read the suites, not all of them have 12 by 12 paper in them. So this one has a 12 by 12 paper pack as well, and the Stamp and Dies, and then some trinkets. And again, the only discount is the bundle. Everything else is regular price. Here we have a 12 by 12. Oh, and they start in the catalog, let's see, page 34. Then we have this one here. So this is a little different bundle because it's got an extra item in it. Not bundles, sorry. Still have to get used to the wording. This is a different suite. So this one has an extra item in them. It's got an embossing folder on top. So these are the two discounted. Everything else is regular price and a 12 by 12 paper. When you see this one here, I know for sure that these ones are currently out of stock. They will be back in July. So when you punch in this number, 163369, it will tell you that it is currently not available. But you still can get this set, and you still can get the paper. This paper, for example, is a 6 by 6 paper. So always make sure you read the fine print down here, what the individual items are, so you know if you're dealing with a 12 by 12 paper or a 6 by 6. And this one also has a ribbon in there. So you can get everything separate beside this one, currently not available. Here we have, this also is a 6 by 6 paper. And then you have your regular suite items. This suite item has two paper packs. So it's got your Stamp and Dies, the embellishments. This is a 12 by 12 specialty paper pack because it's got foil on the, it's foiled on the surface. And this one is a 6 by 6 paper, really pretty paper. And that's why you also see the price differences between the suites. If you wonder, well, why is this almost double from what we saw before? Well, this one has like a double content on it. So it's got the wood grain paper pack. It's got the, I think it's called Country Lace paper pack in it. It's got an embossing folder, the ribbon, and the embellishments, but it also has two bundles. So 2 times Stamp and Dies, Stamp and Dies. So that makes it a bigger bundle, and that's what you all get in one suite. but I know that this one right now is currently unavailable. We'll be back in June, I think. So when you punch in that number, same thing happens. It will tell you it's currently not available. But when you look individually, you can see this bundle, you can see this bundle, and you can see this paper pack, and everything else is still there. So just make sure if ever this comes up, you know, can't find it, make sure to check the individual products. This is a 12 by 12 paper. This is a 12 by 12 glitter paper, or as Stampin' Up calls it, Incolor Glimmer paper. The dots, and then again we have two different sets with dies, and this is a bundle, this is a bundle. So you got your 10%, 10%, and then this is regular price. All right, so this is the suite. So to sum it up, a bundle usually gives you a 10% discount, and it contains a stamp set and a die and sometimes something extra. A suite contains a bundle where you get your 10%, and everything else that is on product wise combined under the suite is regular price, and you can order this separately if you want to. Make sure to hop online and check out the online exclusives, because there's a lot of papers in there. There's a zinnia paper in there right now. There's a latte, which is very popular. It's a cute paper pack, so make sure to check those out. And then let me turn the camera around, and I have a few extras for you, so stay tuned. Okay, so I hope this little video about bundles and suites from Stampin' Up was helpful and you learned a little bit. If you have any comments or you have questions, please leave them down below, or contact me, whatever you feel more comfortable with. I'm happy to answer anything. And for the special announcement, so mark your calendars, June 5th. It starts on June 5th and it ends on June 30th. Stampin' Up will add an additional 10% discount on any bundles you buy through Stampin' Up, so which is stamp and die combination, as we learned just in the video. So 10% extra on any bundle you buy, plus a 10% extra on any die cutting machine you buy. So Stampin' Up currently has two, the mini version, and it comes in white and blue, if I remember right. And then there's a regular size. So the mini, I think, has only a 3-inch opening. The other one has a 6-inch. I hope, don't quote me, I have to check, but I think that's the numbers. So any of those will also receive an extra 10% discount, which means the bundle Stamp and Dies will actually be 20% discounted, and the die cutting machine 10%. So don't miss out on that special, because that's really a good deal. And then for my close to my heart peeps, so the new paper collection will also be available for purchase on June 5th. And it is a lake, I think it's called On the Lake or something. Really pretty outdoor paper collection, and I am pretty sure this will fly out the door. So if it is released on June 5th, make sure to get your orders in right away, because once they're gone, they're gone. There is no reordering. And I don't know how big an amount Stampin' Up was able to acquire from Close to My Heart, so make sure you put in your orders. And naturally, you can combine this with the new Stampin' Up special, and I will show at the end a little picture from the website when you go into shop products, so you can see where you can find the Close to My Heart section and also the online exclusive section with more bundles that are not shown in the catalog. All right, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That will help my channel and tell YouTube that you like the content. And I hope to see you back here next week with another tutorial. Not sure what we're gonna talk. Maybe Paper Pumpkin, maybe kids collections. We'll see. And up until then, have a great week and happy crafting. Bye-bye.